Hi everyone and welcome back to Tickle tutorial for EDA. In this episode, we are going to explore one of Tickle's most useful data structures, the list, and how to use loops command to iterate through list. We'll look at how Tickle handles string as list, how to build lists from elements, how to access elements inside a list, and how to avoid common mistakes with the list. Let's get started. First, let's talk about how Tickle handles strings as list. In Tickle, a string can be converted to a list based on separation rules of white space, double quotes, and curly braces. For example, a string like quote, hello, space, Tickle, space, list, space, exclamation mark, unquote, can represent a list of 4 elements: hello, Tickle, list, and exclamation mark. We can use the loop command for each to iterate through these elements like this. For each x, quote unquote, hello, Tickle, list, exclamation mark, puts $x. This code takes each element from the list, assigns it to the variable x, and prints it. So you will see 4 lines, hello, Tickle, list, exclamation mark on your screen. You can also loop through a list stored in a variable. For example, set list hello, Tickle, list, exclamation mark, and then for each x $list puts $x. The behavior is the same. If the string contains extra spaces, Tickle ignores extra white space when converting a string into a list. So you will see the same printing result. For example, set list hello, Tickle, list, exclamation mark, for each x $list puts vertical bars $x vertical bars. Here we wrap each $x with vertical bars just to help visualize the boundaries of each list element with no white space. Next, let's talk about various methods to build a list from variables. Since the list is space separated, maybe I can just use double quotes and put the variables together like a string. For example, set A 1 2, set B 3 4. For each x quote unquote $A space $B puts $x. And yes, this case works, because $A and $B are simple values without spaces. The result is a 2-element list, 1 2 and 3 4. But what happens when the variables themselves contain spaces? A common mistake is thinking you can just do the same like this. Set A 1 space 2, set B 3 space 4. For each x $A $B puts $x. Now instead of 2 elements, you get 4 elements, because Tickle sees the spaces inside each value and splits them. That's probably not what you want. To avoid this, we can use the list command to construct a list properly. For example, set A 1 space 2 set B 3 space 4 list $A $B. The list command takes each argument as a single element even if the value contains spaces, and then returns a well-formed Tcl list. In this case, the return value is a list with two elements, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then try this for each x bracket list $A $B puts $X. Now Tcl understands that $A and $B are two separate list elements, even though they each contain white spaces. Another way to build a list is using command lappend. Here is an example. Set list lappend list 1 space 2 lappend list 3 space 4 for each x $list puts $X. This creates a list where each element is 1, 2, and 3, 4, and loops through them one by one. Besides looping with for each, you can also access list elements by index with the command lindex. Let's say we have set list 1 space 2 3 space 4. We can get each element like this: lindex $list 0 or lindex $list 1. This gives you 1, 2, and 3, 4. There are many more built-in list-related commands in Tcl, like lset, linsert, etc., that let you modify lists by index, insert elements, and more. If you are not sure how to use them, try this command in your EDA shell. Man L, then hit tab once or twice. You'll see many commands. The commands with no underscore are list-related commands. For example, type man lset. It will show you how to use the lset command with syntax and examples. In some EDA tools, man might open a separate help page that takes over your screen. You can usually press Q to quit and go back to the prompt. What if we want to merge multiple lists into one? That's where the command concat comes in. Try this. Set list 1 1 2 3 4 set list 2 5 6 7 8. For each x bracket concat $list 1 $list 2 puts $X. This combines both lists into one big list with 4 elements and loops through all the elements. One last thing, not every string is a valid list. If the list syntax doesn't comply with the separation rule, for example, if you have mismatched quotes or braces, Tcl will error out. These are common mistakes. Let's say for each x 1 quote unquote 2 3 dot 4 with a dot right after the last quote, or for each x 1 brace 2 3 4 with a mismatched brace. To avoid these issues, stick with Tcl's built-in commands like list, lapen, or concat when building lists because they ensure proper structure. Before we wrap up, there are two additional loop commands for and while. You can look up how to use them with the man command, like this: man for or man while. You can try it in your EDA Tcl shell and read the examples. And that's it for this episode of Tcl tutorial for EDA. We explored the connection between strings and lists and how to manipulate lists step by step. Next time, we'll go into expression and conditional branch. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.